So we're here with Cain Velasquez, UFC heavyweight contender. And Cain, you got a real big fight coming up with Ben Rothwell. It's the co-main event of UFC 104 in Los Angeles. Give me your thoughts on fighting this guy.
He's a big guy. He's fun. You know, he has a lot of experience. Fun, a lot of tough guys. You know, he's very well-rounded. Big guy, well-rounded. Has a lot of power, a lot of knockout power. He has some submissions. So I think he's probably one of the most well-rounded fighters that I've identified so far.
And now, originally, you were supposed to fight Shane Carwin. He gets tapped to take on the heavyweight champion, Brock Lesnar. What do you think about that? I mean, did you think, hey, I could have taken that fight too? Or, you know, how did you feel about him getting that shot like that?
It does upset me, you know, but then again, you know, the UFC said, you know, they made a decision and they get, you know, they have somebody new in front of me, and that's the only person I'm thinking about right now. Ben Rothwell.
So it bothered you a little bit, but you're like, okay, I'm on.
Yeah, it bothers me, but I can't do all on it. And, you know, I train for somebody else and then do all on that.
Yeah.
It can't happen.
So now the other question I want to ask, because there's a lot of Hispanic fans in Southern Cal. You had a great reception out there. They loved you, especially when you spoke Spanish. Tell me what it's going to be like, you know, fighting in front of. There's going to be a lot of, you know, Mexican Americans here, and obviously you're Mexican American.
It's going to be a great experience. Anywhere where, you know, the fans can get behind you. I love it. You know, the Mexican fans are the best. I think so. Going out and having them behind me, you know, pushes me that much further.
So how tall are you? 6'2", is that right?
6'1", 6'2".
6'1", 6'2". I mean, they don't make Mexicans 6'2", man. I mean, in my family, 6 foot would have been the promised land.
Yeah.
Is your whole family big boys or what?
My brother's pretty big. I heard my grandpa was pretty tall.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's some people in our family that are pretty tall. I feel like I'm blessed. I'm lucky.
Right on. And you did you go to high school in Arizona as well?
Yeah.
So you were talk about your high school career and then going on to Arizona State.
High school career was great. Two-time state champ. A record like 110-10. Yeah, pretty much after that, just, you know, I knew I wanted to wrestle in college, so that's a good place to wrestle.
And at Arizona State, you were a 3-time All-American?
I was a 2-time All-American and a 2-time Pac-10 champion.
Right. How'd you do on the national level?
Nationals, I took 5th and 4th.
5th and 4th. So when did you decide to get into fighting as a professional? What made you take that step?
When I was actually a junior in college. I knew I wanted to start fighting. There was just something missing about wrestling that, you know, that they didn't have. They didn't have the full package. I wanted to hit my opponent.
You wanted to hit people.
Yeah. That's how I got into this.
Did that come naturally, the striking part, or did you really have to work at it? It's different with a lot of wrestlers.
Yeah, I feel like I had to work at it, but I mean, I feel like it came smoothly. Mm-hmm. I have great coaches, and I just feel like it came smoothly, and I feel like I'm getting better all the time.
Mm-hmm. And now I heard this, you're going to come out to a song here by Vicente Fernandez, and I heard it has some special meaning. Can you talk about that song?
Yeah, it's just about, you know, the song's about the, you know, Mexicans crossing the border, coming over to the United States, and all the hassles they got to go through, you know, and to make their life better. My father went through the same thing. He came back and forth over like 7 times.
Oh, really?
You know, over to Mexico, back to the U.S. and back and forth just to provide a better life. They would get deported and come back. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it took a lot for him to come out here and keep doing that. You know, keep fighting just to have a better life. And it just means a lot to me that you come out here, you know, and feel like this is right. You know, feel like this is what we want to do, and nobody's gonna stop him.
And so, what does the song say? Like that talks about that? How does it put it into words?
It just talks about some of the places around there, and you know where they cross from. Where they actually cross from San Luis, which is around the border. But there means a big long desert that you got to walk through. You know that you know when I was living there, I'd hear stories of, you know, people crossing that would die. You know,
really?
Dehydration. Yeah. They find bodies all the time. They just talk about, you know, like different parts of like Arizona and Texas and like California where, you know, they cross over and it's the hassle, you know, just trying to, you know, come over here and just have a better life.
And your dad went through that same area that this song's about, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Wow. So that's gonna be like getting you super pumped when you walk in there.
Yeah, the first time I heard it, JD, brought it to me, and he gave me, listen to it. It gave me goosebumps,
Yeah.
Just hearing about it, and just having my dad tell me the story, of
Yeah. Well, hey, man, everybody's looking forward to seeing you fight out here in California. So thanks for taking the time and good luck in your fight, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.